It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Blues of Brooklyn taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
On the check. Cowboy 80.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, He says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Seahawks send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 3. Here's Young. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Flag blue. Red.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. White. White. Red. Yellow. Green jack. Blaster. Stick. Hut.
Young to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Set. Ready.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Field. Black.
Young. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go. Drill green. Blue striker. Eagle blue. Black shot.
On 1st and 10, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Blues post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Come on.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. As it completes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Seahawks had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 2. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Down.
2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Huge, yellow, 6, feather.
Young working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red, cycle. White, white.
Looking to throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
And the Brooklyn first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Shot, 17. Triple 38. Red, yellow.
Again, it's Young. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the double.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Young. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Blaster, 6.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Young's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Young going to move him around.
cycle. Ready?
Young quickly to the flat. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9.
Heel, black.
Young now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's second and 10. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and 1, here's Young. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on fourth and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Let's go, let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Running left is Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Black shot. Claws red. Black ultra.
A 1st down throw for Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here we go. Here we
From
go.
the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On second down, Young. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Red, cycle. White, white.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Set.
At the 28-yard line.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Green Jack. Blaster. Stick. Red.
Young to throw on second down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Drill. 52.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Second down, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Blues are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Come on, set!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. An audible here to get a new look. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might